And as we have come to depend on at the top of our show, we depend on the 7 Eyewitness Newsroom to join us here on AM Buffalo with the latest on the coronavirus and other news. So let's say good morning once again to Katie Morse. How are you?
Good morning, Linda. I'm good. I wanted to join you right now and first talk about this new tweet that just came out from Erie County Executive Mark Poloncarz, because he just tweeted at the end of the day he gets a full report from all of the hospitals in the county, and what he did was took all the numbers and he merged them into a chart looking at the past 3 days. So we're talking Tuesday to Thursday. And he says this is showing a troubling trend in Erie County, saying from Tuesday to Thursday, coronavirus admissions in the hospital more than doubled from 19 to 49 patients, but ICU beds, and we've been talking about that because those are those ventilators, the very serious cases, they tripled. The number of cases have tripled from 7 to 20 in Erie County. So that's from our county executive calling this a troubling trend. This is the reason why they're telling us we have to try to stop the spread, why we really need to keep that social distancing and try to keep these numbers down so we don't overwhelm our hospital system. In New York State as a whole, we have about 40,000 coronavirus cases, and that is almost half of the cases in all the country. But Governor Cuomo does say we had that high number here because we are doing more testing. He was saying yesterday we're testing up to 18,000 people per day here for coronavirus in New York State. So again, we're still looking at those ventilators. We're still keeping an eye on those ICU beds, and we're supposed to hear from the governor today around 11:30. We're going to carry that, of course, for you live on WKBW.
And again, the same advice holds true if you are running a fever, if you have a dry cough, if you think something is a little off, don't head to the doctor. Do not head to the emergency room. Call your doctor, and then take his or her advice from there on what you should do next.
Right, because when it comes down to testing, you can't just walk in and get a test. They're testing the people who need these tests. And it might come down to it where they're not really doing as much testing anymore because they might just know what the symptoms are and they might be seeing it so clearly. So yes, you're exactly right. That's what you're supposed to do. You want to call your doctor. And there's a lot of virtual medicine that's happening now too.
Is there?
A lot of doctor's offices. I actually had a doctor's visit set up for next week. Just a well visit, and here they are calling me saying they're going to go virtual as well.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah,
that's a great idea. We're using technology. Why not? We have it.
Exactly, and we're seeing it in all different types of doctor's offices. So yes, that's also a possibility. Your doctor's office might be doing that too. So you might be able to actually see someone.
Yeah, call and find out.
Yes.
All right, but Skyping and all the stuff that we do now can be utilized for something like this. And look at all the people who are working from home, who are trying to multitask and do all this. So, you know, there's a myriad of information out there, and it's just great that we're up on it.
Yes.
And we're letting people know, yes, you can do this, and we can actually get to you so people will not feel left out.
Absolutely.
So, Katie, let me ask you this question.
Yes.
Anything you've done that you didn't think you would have time before this?
Well, I have been doing a lot more cooking than I have in the past. I have found that, and I found that yesterday I was making chicken, and my husband came in and said, well, I kind of wanted tacos. Well, next thing I know, now we're making tacos too. I said, well, just put it in the fridge. We'll eat both of them throughout the week, you know?
That leads me to my next Facebook question. Is this a good time or a terrible time for a diet?
Oh my gosh, let's not even talk about that, right?
Now, you know, with all the spare time we had, I thought I would let you know what I've been doing, because everybody has come up with something. And I was working upstairs, and I was just so motivated by the few people who we have left and how hard they were working. So we put up a little sign on my wall, and there it is.
Oh, I love it.
We are AM Buffalo Strong.
Oh, so nice.
As the few people who are in the building walk through, want them to know that I was inspired by the people who are writing chalk messages and putting the teddy bears in the window. And we also have some ideas when it comes to this weekend. And our Rebecca Thornburg has some great ideas just to keep you busy this weekend. 7 ideas for you for this weekend.
It's the weekend! But when you're social distancing, almost every day kind of feels like the weekend. So here are 7 fun things you can try with the family. Number 1, create a RUBE GOLDBERG machine. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. One of these. You can make your own right at home with whatever you have in your house. Yeah! Number 2, my mom always used to get mad at me for making these, but make an epic fort. Who doesn't love creating a pillow, couch cushion masterpiece that you're just gonna destroy 20 minutes later? Number 3, do you have what it takes to be the next Iron Chef America or a cupcake challenge winner? Grab the family and have a fun dinner or dessert competition using whatever is in your fridge. Number 4, play some minute to win it games. There's Stack chandelier, or whatever you can think of. Done. Number 5, the Olympics may be postponed, that you can have all the competition right at home. Relay race around the house, have an obstacle course, or take a bike ride. And for your fans, the stuffed animals, of course. Number 6, have your own socially friendly scavenger hunt by staying right in your car. Driving around, finding all of Buffalo's monuments, or try to take a picture at all of the different parks Buffalo has. Number 7, create a family TikTok or watch a dance routine on YouTube. Take a look at the Sprague family from East Aurora. It'll take longer than you think to learn the dance and then actually perform it and record it. There are lots of ways to curb the cabin fever this weekend. We hope you enjoy the family time while social distancing. In my apartment, Rebecca Thornburg, 7 Eyewitness News.
That is too much. And again, just like what Rebecca said, tape it and send us the videos because, again, you're inspiring others over and over.
I love all of the stuff that she's doing. She's having a great time working from home,
By
I think.
yourself.
Yeah,
you know?
right.
It's amazing. I've even read that there's a Niagara County Sheriff's deputy who's reading books to kids on their website. But you're right. We had someone on our Facebook say, I'm trying all the new recipes for chocolate chip cookies.
Yes.
And my family is trying them to see which one is the best. We're talking with Aaron about cooking and cleaning. And you know what? The good thing about all the cleaning and all that stuff is that when the weather permanently improves for spring, we're going to be all caught up.
Yeah, you don't have to do your spring cleaning because you already did it.
We're doing it, right? It's already going to be done. So that is awesome. All right, everybody, listen, before we go to break, I want you to know that many agencies are still open here in Western New York. And when we come back, we're going to check in on one that helps thousands of your friends and neighbors. So stay with us.